We up in here now. We've been up in here. It's just that I've been taking care of some serious matters, and I haven't had a lot of time to do lives or, be on the phone as much as far as doing videos and stuff like that. So I was a little bit on the community channel to let y'all know I'm still here. So this video or this live is really about. I know y'all probably a lot of people watch me maybe sleep right now. I'm not sure. A lot of people, I haven't been doing too much lately, so I might have a few people, buzz off. But hopefully, you guys are there. That's what I'm talking about. Got that abundance ringing through right now, that frequency. So appreciate you coming on. I'll see if a few more people jump on, and then we'll get started. Um, this will be a pretty good live because uh, I'm a little refreshed. I got some things going on that. Oh, okay, okay. Aiden, Cali. Yep, I forgot about Cali. 3 hours back. You right. You right. Um, um, got a lot of time to think about stuff I'm doing and think about how I want the rest of my life to move forward. So for me, if I'm constantly making videos and doing lives, I don't have time to think as much, because if y'all been following my channel for any time, you see I've going through some phases, different levels actually. So there's levels to life, there's levels to success, there's levels to everything. So I've had to process through these levels in order to get to the place I'm at now. And so, I'm not only entertaining bigger things to accomplish and bigger goals to achieve, I'm actually doing those processes. So um, it's very interesting. A lot of people would look at what I do and they say, "Well, wait, you jump from this to this to this." Life's a process. Everybody's got a different journey, especially if you haven't been in that place for extended period of time, like for you weren't born with those levels around you. You run into new experiences and it takes time to incorporate some of what you learn into what you do. So one of the things I probably don't talk about enough is like how to make money or money stuff. Some people turned on by it and some people aren't. Some people like it. A lot of people don't because they think, oh, you're trying to get something from me. Well, one of the things I would like to discuss with some people, watch me is when you see me post a picture, if I got a Rolls Royce behind me, or y'all gonna start seeing some videos me showing you a lot of wealth kind of stuff in Vietnam, because my whole the genre that we're moving into is the positive mindset with the wealth, not the cloudy gray, risque areas to get well. No, we're talking about some real profitable thinking and thoughts, and then what comes with that are the resources to be able to do those things that you keep thinking about. So a lot of people get turned on by the money stuff. A lot of people get turned off by it. A lot of people get real religious and, oh, money's the root of all evil thing. Okay, I bet you if they about to turn your lights off, I bet you're gonna find some root of all evil and go pay your light bill too. So people can say what they want, do what they want, and think what they want. But for me and you, like if that's not getting you where you need to be, then it's probably time you change some processes, right? So I'm looking at, doing some more like higher level things in my life. So they require more resources to do that. We only got a few clicks on the clock. We all here. So like I always say, whatever you gonna do, you better start did it right now. You don't have time to keep waiting for the right moment to do stuff. Some things, yes, you can process it out. But what I mean is, if you're in a place where you haven't even started the process, you just keep sitting back watching everybody else's process, going, "Dang, wish I could do that," or "Dang, I don't like him or her because she look like she flossing too much." It's it's a one-way dead end street you on. Think about being on a one-way dead end street. You can't never get off the block. It's just go that way, you can't go that way. And then a dead end in front of you. So you stuck. So, one of my things in life is to help people get unstuck. So if you watch my channel, a lot of the stuff I talk about, every now and then I'll talk about some off-topic thing, something in the media or whatever. But I always like to incorporate it with some type of solution at the end where you get something out of it, and where I get to use some of my life, challenges and ups and downs to share with people so they can move past their level and get to the next level. That would be one of the main reasons why I do what I do with this YouTube stuff, just to share that data with people so everything's not so foreign. It's real hard to get the truth out of people who sell you lies every day. So, there again, I haven't been supporting my channel very well. I haven't been on here literally for probably a month, maybe. I haven't done a live in a while. So that's on me. I know a lot of my viewers are going to be like, he done fell off. Whatever. I'm all in a different process. The views and people watching me, they come with the energy I put out. So I always got that energy. So I'm always get that response. But what I was going to tell you guys was this. Those of you that are listening to me right now, appreciate y'all. See Maria in the house. Anybody under the sound of my voice who's trying to do more, trying to do better, trying to get more out of this thing they call life, I want to share some stuff with you, and hopefully it helps. Now, it's not going to be numerically numbers, not going to be like step 1, step 2, step 3. So if you want to jot down some information, you can get your pen and a pad. If you want to replay this and then get it that way, that's cool too. But I'll just share with you a little bit about what I see most people, and as in myself too, previously, what I see are the main mistakes to accomplishing goals. One is a lot of people don't set goals. They don't come up with a number. They don't. Awesome. Thank you for that feedback. They don't set up a number or a level or a thing to achieve. And a lot of that's because of bad programming. Been programmed to do everything you do now, just like me, until you figure out that the programming don't work for you, and then you go create your own programming. Ain't nothing wrong with working a job. Some people do well with that lifestyle. But if you ever in a position where the job is just not efficient, it's not beneficial enough for what it is you want to do, like it's not allowing you to do what you really want to do, then that's a telltale sign that it's not really the thing you really are supposed to be doing. You're just doing it because you have to. They set up everything, those fences and them barriers around you, to where you get into this life. The first thing you get stuck with are bills, paying for stuff, credit cards, debit, all that stuff you got to end up just paying for. And then if you don't have none of that, they're still going to make you pay. You're going to pay some insurance if you got a car. You're going to do this as residual monthly payments, always something debiting your your mobility. So you got to find ways to overcome that. The first thing to do is to have a goal. Like, have a goal. Don't set the goal like I'm gonna be a billionaire. I'm gonna tell you why. Most self-made billionaires never set the goal to be, I'm gonna be a billionaire one day and I'm just gonna get billions of dollars. No, they actually set the goal. They start setting goals as a practice. Like my goal this month is by the end of the month, I'm gonna have X, Y, and Z taken care of. That's all I'm focused on until I get to that level. Then for that next month, I'm gonna attack the next set of goals, and so on and so forth. When you get that activity of setting goals and then seeing them through and accomplishing them, you start to build a new program in your mind on one, oh, dang, this works. I'm getting stuff taken care of that previously I couldn't even do. So that's how your next level, your paradigm shifts occur is from setting smaller goals that you can accomplish on a residual basis. You rewrite your program. Now, what happens next after that, after you start setting small goals and especially setting small goals with the stuff that you like to do. So, for example, say you don't have the physical resources in your hand right this moment, and you wanted to go to Aspen. I mean, I just throwing something out there. Go hang out with the elite up there in Aspen. I don't ski. A lot of brown folk don't ski. It's cold. You know what I'm saying? We don't like cold. So, but just say pick Aspen. Pick I don't know, somewhere you want to go, some island. You know, off the East Coast. Pick some island, Virgin Islands or something like that. You don't have the money in your hand right now, right? The physical funds, but what you have to start acquiring are the small movements in moving in that direction. So, for example, literally, if you got $5, you can just put to the side and say, by the end of this month, I'm gonna save up three of them $5. And by the end of that month, I'm gonna have $15 saved towards that trip or towards that excursion that I want to do. Now, most of us know that $15 ain't gonna get you very far. I don't even know if you can right now, get some food from McDonald's for $15 in America. Probably can't even get a meal for yourself no more for that amount. But the whole idea is to use what you have in order to start reprogramming your thoughts. Once you get that set aside and you go look at that $15 for that month, you say, yo, I did it. How'd you do it? Because I was focused on doing it. Even though it's not the sum that's going to get you the plane ticket or the funds there, you are building the new program that's going to allow you to start multiplying the effect of that $5. You'll soon find out if you keep doing that program, it's not you're saving the money for the trip. It's you reprogramming your thoughts that you're moving in the direction of acquiring your goal that you set. That's what puts all the energy cycles in motion to benefit you. Now, mind you, you might get some unexpected resource came in. Somebody might gift you something. There could be a change in your job and it creates those types of effects. That's my personal experience. So with that being said, those small little goals, and that's why people sabotage themselves, because man, I can't save up no money for no trip. That's like $5,000. Yeah, I got an extra $5 in my hand. That's it. It's not the $5 that's going to get you the trip. It's the mindset change, the energy change that's going to draw the stuff that you want your way. That's what's going to happen. So you really can't step out on these new phases unless you get that. It's not the physical in your hand right now that gets the things done. It's the constant, persistent thought of you acquiring it and believing that this is going to happen for you. I don't care if I got to stack them $5 for the next 1,000 years. I'm getting what I'm getting what I put out there to get. It ain't gonna take that long, but I'm just saying you got to have that type of resolve where it doesn't matter to you the length of time. You're stepping towards those things. So that's how I do stuff now. It works for me. I started that way. It took a long time for me to get a grip on how these processes are going to lead to something when I'm still sitting in the same position physically that I was in. Like, I had to shut my business down, 3 years in the hole. I'm sitting here looking stupid now and blah, 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 blah. Things are getting behind. Yeah. Who's got the energy to then going through that, to then be like, yo, I'm coming out of this. I don't care. But that's what you got to do. You got to be like, I don't care. My mind said, I'm coming out of this. I ain't staying in this mess. It don't feel good. This ain't what I want to do with life while I'm here. I don't want to be, who wants to be miserable for your existence here, however long that is? Who in their right mind would just want to be miserable here? Like, who wakes up in the morning and opens a book of miserable quotes and says, yeah, today is going to be the worst day I've ever had, and I'm really looking forward to this. Nobody does that. Well, if you do, you want some other shit. I only want to hang out with you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you. Just stay on over there. I don't need none of that energy coming this way. But I will say, you do want better. You do want more. And when you wake up in the morning, in the time you go to sleep, and the time you wake up, you have to be suggesting to yourself the things that you're wanting to see done in your life. Right in front of you might not be those things physically being present, but that's the secret to this kind of success. Your mind power, mind over matter. The matter formulates itself based off of your thoughts. How that refrigerator get in your house, how you sitting on that chair or that bed. Somebody's thoughts turn the matter into the thing that you're now using. Don't you get it? Your mind can do the same and can produce the same results. You just have to know that that's the case. Once you get that information, now it's your responsibility to use it or not. You can do it both ways. You can be happy, you can be sad. You can choose to move forward or stay where you're at, which is the same thing as moving backwards. Or you can say, I'm going left or I'm going right. That's up to you. That's up to user discretion. So all I'm trying to break out here is that it's really, wealth is a condition of your mindset. Y'all know the old adage, fake it till you make it. Well, there's a psychology behind that. There's energy, positive energy behind that, because the person that you're really trying to fake out is your conscious, your subconscious mind. You're trying to do new things repetitiously enough that your subconscious says, oh, okay, that's the new thing. You sure? Yeah, you keep doing it. You keep doing it. Sometimes you fall off. You fall off the bike. So you fall off the bike, you get off track, and then you have to get back on. If you don't never get back on, you probably ain't gonna be good at riding a bike. You're not gonna want to ride a bike. So anytime you fall off, you got to get back on. These things happen. So don't get discouraged if something happens, sidetrack you. As long as you get back on the bike and start pedaling, we good. You don't never get back on the bike and you just, I just want to ride a big wheel. If for those of y'all that don't know, Google big wheels. You'll see it's a 3-wheel little thing. I had one when I was a little kid with the power brake. It was fun. But I'm gonna just ride that big wheel. It's low to the ground. I can't fall. If I do, I ain't gonna fall far. See, that's the mentality, be scared mentality and stay broke mentality right there. I'm scared I'm gonna fall. Scared I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna mess up. As long as you keep having that in your thoughts, that's exactly what's gonna keep popping up. You'll have a little success and then boom, you're gonna drop off. And then you have a little success and then you're gonna poof, drop off. Up and down, up and down. I did that myself. I know that area very well. And with all of this I'm telling you about, I still find myself in those weeks that I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Am I chilling or am I working? What am I doing? Because everything I do is up to me. Like there's no schedule until I make it. As an entrepreneur, I've been an entrepreneur since I was 17. I've worked 2 jobs when I was a teenager. One was at McDonald's and then one was for a detail shop, cleaning cars. I just wanted to learn how to do it. So then after I worked there for 2 weeks, I opened my own. The rest is his story. But you gotta start really tapping into the whole energy of everything. Like I said, sometimes I get in those places where, I actually need a coach. I might be talking coach shit right now, but coach, if you ain't got no coach, you're gonna end up being a bad coach. I need some coach. I need somebody higher than me on my neck or on my back every day. Yo, Major, nah, bro, what's up with you? I ain't heard from you, blah, blah, blah. What's going on? Man, I'm sitting on the sofa, man. Well, I know you sitting on the sofa. You can afford to sit on the sofa, but why you sitting on the sofa? We don't get down like that. You need that. So if you ain't hanging out, if money ain't hanging out with money, if you ain't hanging around the essence of that, you end up being around the essence of where you at right now. So in order to get some of that money energy and I don't mean it in a bad way, like money's everything. No, it's just a tool. It's just it's something, if you think of it the correct way, it's a tool that I get to use to go craft things for me and my family, my loved ones, or so on and so forth. It's a tool. Fortunately and unfortunately, they've woven this tool system throughout every aspect of life. Am I lying? No, I'm not. Y'all know I'm not. Everything you do is related to money. So that's why it ticks me off. Well, it doesn't anymore, but It used to get under my skin when people, you always talking about money, make some money. You like the rest of them. Okay, everything you do is related to money. You take a breath of air. I'm sure you've been paying for that AC to run. I'm sure you're paying to be in that house. Even if it's paid for, you still paying that tax on it. So everything you do is related to money. You better start learning how to use your thoughts to change the processes of how you view it. So if you see me pull up in a Bugatti on a video, don't get mad at me. You should be glad for me. You should be excited. You should be like, yo, oh my goodness, that little short dude just did. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, Major, I need to do this stuff you've been talking about. That's how that works. Yeah, that's how that works. When you see people with money, the best thing you can do is in your mind be like, yo, right on. I had to do this too, because I had that problem years and years ago. I took offense to people with a lot of money, even though I'm a money-minded dude. Like, I make money. I can go make money right now on the street if I had to. But on those higher levels, I'm like, yo, I bet his mama gave him, his parents are rich, and just, it don't really matter how they do what they do. You just need to absorb some of that energy for your own journey on how you can do how they do. So they say iron sharpen iron, right? Diamonds, the only ones cut diamonds, right? So if you hanging out with copper and you trying to be on diamond level, you probably gonna end up on copper level. If you hanging out in the gold platinum lane, well, your thoughts will start resembling more gold platinum. If you start taking offense to other people acquiring these things, you short circuit your own way of attracting it. So like my job now is like, I see somebody like, okay, so all these websites, I got VietnamLandForSale.com, blah, blah, blah. Y'all gonna hear different websites that I have. The reason why I have multiple websites is because I'm drawing traffic online to come to a certain destination. And eventually, a couple of years from now, I'll have 4 or 5 different .coms feeding into one. And then I'll have more feelers out there to grab more people's attention, hopefully stop by my site that's being built right now. The mega site of all sites is being built. I'm building it right now. The team is working on it. And then my team in Saigon, videographer, my CEO, and some other people we're trying to acquire. Right now, I'm developing my team. That's why y'all ain't seen me, because I'm working some stuff. We working on some things, and so I'm trying not to lose what I developed here and these online relationships, and talking to y'all and keeping y'all motivated and saying positive things to you so you can keep pumping, which also helps me keep pumping. But I've just had to lay off for a minute so I could actually get some things set up. You got to get your foundation in good, or else what you put on it ain't going to last very long. So I think my whole overall thing about, okay, so my websites, you're going to see some new like VIP, luxury Vietnam. That's that's going to be my platinum level. We'll be interviewing millionaire, billionaire people here in Vietnam, going to their luxurious stays, going to their yachts, all this stuff, the best of the best. We're going to have, our channel is going to end up converting to a lot of footage of that. And then that's going to lead my company to a different level. And it's also going to be a receptive level for all of these people that we meet. And that's how we will feed our system, is through people who already had the funds. If you're trying to go make a lot of money or be a part of a lot of funds or have access to it, you can't hang out with little money stuff. You can have those relationships, but they have to be separate from kind of your level that you're trying to achieve until you get there. Then you can pull them on with you. You can be strong enough, but you gotta get your level in. You start small and you work it up. I don't care if it take years. I don't care if it take 5 years from now for you to get the full realization of who you really are and what this thing can really do. You just got to set your mind up to be like, yo, yeah, I'm gonna just grind it out. I'm gonna get up in there, and trust me, along the way, just last 2 weeks ago, I was in a little funk, like just out of nowhere. You naturally can go negative. You gotta work your ass off to stay positive. You gotta hustle. You got to grind. You got to keep feeding yourself with the right information. You got to go out your way to stay positive. That's a fact. You can't just wake up in the morning and be like, oh, life is great and blah, blah. Even if you got all this money and yachts and stuff, you still got to fight to keep this straight, which is more important than keeping all the yachts maintenance and all the jets and shit. That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But when this go, oh, that's out the window anyway. You don't even enjoy having access to it at a certain point. So then it becomes redundant stupidity. So you gotta find the way that you want to do this, what makes you happy while you doing it. The money part don't make you happy. The money part assists you with creating different mechanisms that you can go enjoy. But money doesn't make you happy. People got a lot of money. A lot of folk got they got money, like, and they don't think nothing of it. Yeah, I'm retired now. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to make it. We're only able to stash away 5 million, and yeah, the house is paid for and everything, but I'm just concerned about the economy. And they do that shit. Nah, it's hogwash. Their mind says that's where they at. So that's where they at. Me and your mind, 5 mil. Oh, we finished. We done. We good. We rosy. It's rosy. Everything's rosy. Cause I'll take that 5 and flip it. I'll be up 20 in 3 years. I'll be up 20 easy. You just gotta start with this though to get there. If you're a rapper, here's a perfect example. Rappers be faking it till they make it. Some of them really make it. Some of them don't. Some of them, they all looking like they making it. The whole point is that's the level they on. I'm going on this level. I'm going in right here and I'm focused. I'm grinding. I'm in the studio. I'm getting this. You have to be that kind of person in order to get the results that you're projecting, that you're the result. In order to, even if you get it all, you got to keep that going. So, it's all about what you deem is valuable to you and what you deem is your level of wealth. Everybody's level ain't everybody's level. Some people's, G6 level, G7, Gulfstream, G650 level. Some people 747 level. Some people, 787 airplane jet, level is one cat on the whole plane, seat 300 people. He up in there with 2 people and a puppy, flying wherever he want to go in the world. Everybody got their idea of what wealth is. So you got to get yours determined. Then once you get that determined, you might just say, yo, don't ever say, I don't need all that money. Let me just put that out there for you. You got to stop doing more stuff that's negating your energy to draw this stuff. It's more important to stop doing certain things that's blocking you from getting than it is saying I'm going to get it, because the negative always can overtake the positive, because most of us got more negative content and programming in us than positive. We born into this world. It's a crazy place already. You don't get a chance age 1 through 6 to be in a positive mindset, a joyful mindset all of the time, because your parents acting up, you at school, some bully knocking you upside the head, trying to take your 50 cent back when it was 50 cent, lunch was 50 cent, knock you upside, they trying to take him. It's always some type of negative thing coming at you constantly. So you don't even get to grow up in that environment. If you do, it's not a lot of people that get to go that way. I'll just put it like that. I can't say no one has, but most of us have not grown up in situations like that. So you got to put that in play now. You got to start being responsible with what you put in your thoughts, how you put it in. And then also the more important part is what you take out, what you get at. You got to get certain things out of there. That's what's causing most of the detrimental stuff to surface, is all of the bad stuff that's in here, stuck in here, because you haven't taken the time to stop and look in there and say, instead of looking, trying to make some good, building a whole bunch of nice stuff on a raggedy ass foundation, you got to go in there and demolish the old foundation. In the business world, we call it burning ships. So if I got too much stuff going on and I'm distracted and I can't see my way through the clutter because I created all this shit, now I can't get anywhere with any of it. even though I got money in this, I invested this in this, and I'm doing that, and it still looks good. Maybe it can work. Maybe it can work. I can make it work. No, sometimes you just got to get the rocket launcher out and blow that shit up, so you can burn them ships. And that's what you do with your thoughts. You got to burn them ships and let them go on and sink to the bottom of the abyss, with never to be seen again. If you don't, it's always the same reoccurring thing that's going to be prominent in your daily life, which is whatever you get now, you're just going to keep getting, or it will get worse. And then your little upside is sometimes on the weekend of the days. It's not the strong end. That's the weekend. Get it? Because they worked your ass all week. Now you on the weekend. Let you have a little fun so you can get your ass back Monday and work that work. So that's why we got to get in the place where our thoughts, negative, are not the prominent thing. Now I'm gonna tell you this little secret. Your negative thoughts, the negative mechanisms in your thought, some of you don't know it's there. I still got a lot of stuff in here that just be going on there. It's like a computer. Data's always moving until you pull the plug and destroy the hard drive. It's just constantly roaming around in there, it's actually creating friction. It's creating things. The reason why it doesn't create it every day, say every day is not a bad day, but then you have bad days and then it's hard to get back up from there, is because you're not focused on having a bad day, but you got a lot of programs running around in the mind that help create all these, off things in your life. We human, we just people. We all gonna die. You're gonna get sick. You're gonna be coughing. You're always gonna be something stupid happening to the body. You do the best you can with that, and then that's the best you can do. But you outside of that, your day-to-day operational system should be removing bad content. And when you feel that you're at the place where I got that content removed to a big degree, then I can start adding in new positive content towards my goals, programming and suggestions towards where I want to go in life, what I want to do. One of my biggest goals, I'll tell you, one of my biggest goals was I didn't want to feel like I had to think about money when I go spend money, because I didn't like the thought of, let me figure out if I got it. Let me see. I got enough nickels to take care of this. Oh, I'm feeling a little anxious. Am I going to have enough at the end of the month? Is my business going to do enough? My thoughts are a little off from, like, if you're a worker mentality person, my thoughts are going to be different from yours, because I've been an entrepreneur. I've been, self doing all this stuff myself. So when everything falls, it's on me. When everything's big and it's up, it's on me. I get all that. That's how you roll the dice with this thing. But your mindset and your thoughts and removing the negative thoughts is paramount in you getting out of the place. Like if you use the word I'm BROKE, I'm not going to say it out. I'm not going to say it out there, because that's not my situation. I'm not going to go there no more. That's a done deal. That program's stricken. I'm on the next level. Paradigm shift has occurred. Never going back there again. Because up here, I got it intact. The physical stuff can come and go, but as long as I got this, it's no big deal. It's coming right back. But when you start to remove this stuff, you got to understand something. It's not an easy thing. You don't just sit down and get 30 years of programming to just seamlessly fall out your head on the table. You put it in a trash bag and throw it away, put it in an incinerator. It don't work like that. Your mind is going to fight you tooth and nail. Your mind going to come out swinging on you, saying all kind of, doing all kind. It's going to start creating all kind of diversions. As soon as you get focused on your thing, the phone going to ring. As soon as you get down, sit down there and start meditating, start breathing in whatever you're breathing in, burning some incense or sage, whatever relax you or whatever, got some frequency music playing or something like that. Soon as you sit down, the baby gonna wake up. Soon as you sit. So I'm just telling you, that's your mind trying to save you, staying on the old program. So know that that's an obstacle you got to overcome. You got to outsmart your thoughts, your old thoughts. So you got to go turn the phone off for 15 minutes. You got to get a babysitter. Make sure the baby get up. Don't nobody disturb me. You got to lock the door to the room. Ain't nobody coming up and don't bother me. Don't. Matter of fact, I'm going off in my car somewhere. I'm gonna go park somewhere safe, in a parking garage at a nice hotel, and that's where I'm gonna meditate. I mean, there's ways to do to pay the little fee to get in the garage, go in there and meditate if you got to. So you got a closed in space nobody can get to you at. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get to the place where you can detox your thoughts. Know that your mind is gonna fight you at every corner, every turn to keep you from doing that, because it's only trying to protect you. Your subconscious is trying to protect you when so even if you're on a bad programming your whole life, your subconscious is only believing that that's what you wanted. It doesn't know that that's harmful for you. It's like protecting you, so it's trying to keep you in that place that you believe that you're in. So whatever you start believing in, really strong belief in, your subconscious will assist you by creating your surroundings to keep you or put you in that location. How am I living in Vietnam with the mountains and the ocean right here out my window? How? At some point, I didn't just cough and end up over here. At some point, my thoughts, just like the chair you sitting in and the phone you watching, somebody's thoughts took the matter around and created the thing we using to do this with right now. You see what I'm saying? So you have to realize that even the level I'm on, I show you guys, that's a creation from here for me. It's not oh, I just lucked up. Ah, man, he grew up like that. You know, I always had money, but shit, I've been working my ass since since 16. Put up or shut up, you know, hitting it. I didn't go to all the parties and all the school dances and all that. I was working. Okay. So, and then I was working, self-motivating, self-training myself, self-figuring out, trial and error constantly in order to know what I know now, which is still a little bit, but it's enough for me to keep getting from level to level because I experienced life in that way. Like I said, if you got a job mindset, a worker mindset, I'm not demeaning I'm not talking like a demeaning statement when I say this. It's two different programmings going on from an entrepreneur to between an entrepreneur and somebody who work a job every day. Your routine is different than mine. My routine is get up in the morning, go for an hour walk at the beach, come back in, maybe take my daughter to school, drop her off, get my car washed again. You know, tell them put some tire shine on there, pay my little $5 for the car wash, hand car wash, full detail. I go to the gym about 12 o'clock, 1 p.m., but I go get me a little Vietnamese coffee sometime. I've been on this juice thing, so I go get me some fresh pineapple juice or whatever. So my schedule ain't gonna be like, got to be in traffic at 7, got to wake up at 5 so I can be on the road by 6. Stop and grab me something through the drive-through, rush over here, drop the kids off daycare, go over here, rush over here, get in traffic. You know, it's an accident. I'm late. I'm stressed. Before I get to work, that's not my life. So if you got that kind of life and you don't like it anymore, you got to do the same stuff I'm saying that anybody got to do. It's all the same mind. So you're never going to get out of this part of the equation. This is the one that's creating everything. This is the one that's juicing up the atmosphere for you to either thrive, survive, or your demise. You can take your pick. Y'all see, I changed from just survival stuff to, nah, I'm more than that. I'm thriving. Wait a minute. Wait. I keep trying to survive for what? When you find the answer to that question, then that'll determine your new process is probably, why am I needing to survive? Because I'm scared I'm going to die. Ain't that why we do the prep thing? Ain't that why we ain't nothing wrong with the prep things? Don't get it, mistaken that I mean ill of talking. No, because I'm preparing to do something this week. This got something to do with my lifestyle next week and the next month and so on. So we always preparing. When you go brush your teeth, you prepare not to get cavities, hopefully. And when you eat some food, you prepare not to be hungry later on in it. So it's all a prep. But now when you're trying to prep for survival to keep your life intact, that's a different thing. You got to analyze it. You got to say for yourself, yeah, why am I doing this? Oh, I'm a little scared something's going to be scarce. Well, that's the ultimate evil in the mind, is that something's going to be scarce. That's why people pay $18 million for a watch, because it's only 3 of them, they say. You know what I'm saying? They say it's only 3 of those. But then the next one they make, instead of all white diamonds, they put a red one in there. Oh, this is the different model. Look just like yours, just got a red ruby right here. Yeah, so you bought the 1 of 3. Now this is the next 1 of 3. It's always going to be something like that where, they putting something in scarcity. And while you running scared, somebody's profiting and going to buy another mansion, going to buy another Rolls Royce Phantom, going to buy some more jet skis, buying a little island. They're doing all this stuff off of the scarcity programming and scarcity marketing that they've been doing now for some years, like 20 years, probably more than that, but really heavy over the last 20 years. So you guys start figuring out for yourself, what am I surviving for? I'm surviving because they're going to run out of food and I want to make sure I got food. Okay, so right there, we already on the wrong energy. Like I said, if you're going to stack up stuff, I'm doing this because of financials, because I'm buying it now before this inflation make it go higher. That's a greater reason and less scare tactics, as far as like, because I'm investing, I'm making money. If I can get it now for $2, a year from now, that stuff $6. Well, I bought a lot of it too, right? It's just like the stock market. Now I can sell and make a profit, or my profit is made because now I don't have to buy that now at the high price. I already bought it back then and I stacked it up. That's a better reason to be prepping than just, they about to turn the switch off. The lights is about to go out. Who want to live in that? Who want to try to live fighting off people from getting your stash? You ain't got enough, trying to go fight them to get theirs. Who want to live in that type of environment? So if they get you thinking on that long enough, guess what happens? You start assisting them with creating that environment that will end up being your demise. That's just the only way it goes. There's some good negatives, but in that negative, there's no good outcome. So my whole idea is back to the in the moment living. Like, okay, don't matter how much you stack up, how much you prep, how much you do, how much money, how many Rolls Royces you got. It don't matter about the Sultan in Dubai, got the $1 trillion. None of that matters, because really he got the same amount of time as you got to get things, make moves and do things in this life. None of us know exactly when we're going to go. Now, there might be some people on the earth, 1 or 2 or 3, that actually can command the time that they go. All they do day and night is meditate. They eat a leaf or 2. They don't consume anything. They on some mountain somewhere far away. You'll never see them. They'll never see you. They don't have no wife. They don't have no children. They walked away from the whole, civilized life, and they up in some Buddhist monk temple up there meditating. Them jokers right there might be practicing that for 40 years. And then they know exactly when they're going to go, because they go say, I'm done with this life. And they go lay down and they let their essence go. They let their essence go and they leave here peacefully. That's why they doing that whole process, is so they can get out of this life without being caught. Pain, leaving this life, equals possibly the regeneration of the same energy somewhere else, somewhere. So they don't want to do that. If you're not that person, And you can't go do all that, which when you know we can't really work. I can't do it right this moment. I would like to think that I could physically do it, but I mean, I got stuff I got to take care of right now. And if that was something I was going to do, I probably should have been privy to that information before I started doing all this life stuff. The rest of us, you don't know when you're going to go. So if I got 5 minutes that I think I got, in that 5 minutes, what can I get done towards that goal? Next 5 minutes, what can I get done towards that goal? And 5 minutes at a time, I'm knocking it out. In an hour, I got the whole thing done. I go do the rest of my life. And every day I can keep hitting those goals like that. If you want to do something, you can do it. The only person really stopping you is you and what's in here. That's the only thing stopping you from doing. So all of us have an inherent desire to go do something big. We're created. We're here to do that. We weren't really visiting this place to just be a piece of dirt on the ground with the dirt. If so, then why are we here and got parts that move and minds that can think things and project things and create things? How is it we can create stuff with our thoughts and then turn it into stuff? What's the evidence of that? Everything in your apartment, your house, even if you're sitting on the street somewhere watching me in a tent city, and you got a phone watching YouTube, okay, that's cool. That's a little weird, but okay, whatever. But if you even doing that, right, you still have to accept the fact that somebody's thoughts created that tent you're in, created the price tag, the barcode, the scanner that scans the barcode, the computer that computes and remembers all the barcodes and turns it into data, transactions, matches with the credit card transaction, all this stuff that's going on behind the scenes, all this complex stuff. You created that. Somebody with the same brain you got did that. Now, maybe it'll take you 50 years longer to get to that level. Maybe they just have some extra chemicals moving in their body, and they're a little smarter, a little quicker at the draw than us. But you still got the same capability, if you believe that. If you believe you wealthy, you live wealthy. If you believe you're surviving, you live in survival mode. If you believe you're poor or don't believe you're wealthy, if you don't believe you're wealthy, there's only one other alternative. You're probably poor. Those are conditions of the mind. And then they show out in the physical. That's how this all knits together. And that's the perfect ending to this live, is that right there is like the things that you see that are not pleasant. They're showing out from the condition of the minds that allow the programming to go create that stuff. That's why people everywhere is people have stuck in a rut positions. It's people that have, I don't care what you say about me, I'm doing what I want to do positions. It's people in the middle. It's like, that's just not safe. It's not safe. I can't do that. It's not safe. You call your own shots. That's point blank. Everybody call their shots. You think you're not calling shots. You're not a shot caller. You calling all them shots. Even if your parents are wealthy and you inherited all of it, whatever you got, you still calling the shots. Your mind is still, it has a different program from being in that level from when you're young to now. So you still calling the shots forward. You can lose all of what you inherited too, or you can retain it and pass it on. Depends on you. So we all in the same position. If you got air coming through your lungs right now, you breathing oxygen in and out as well, oxygen in and carbon dioxide out. If you doing all of that, you got the same capabilities as Elon Musk, as this one, as Bezos, and anybody else that's out there that you see is like, dang, they getting all that money. That's just way up there. Nah, you got the same capability. It's just that you bought, own, and then regurgitate the bad programming that has you where you at now. I'm no different. That's all I got to say about that. So let me know what y'all think when this thing posts. Go in the comments. Y'all can say something now. I'll hang out and read some stuff. Hit the thumbs up. Keep making sure you subscribe. Yes, I'm gonna do more lives. I'm reformatting some things, and I think my next, excuse me, I know my next level has to do with more. I've got to detail things more, and I've got to put things in processes and packages so people can process the information and then use it more effectively. These lives are cool. You get some, but I need to do more. So in order to do more, I'm assembling a team right now. You're only as good as the team that you got around you that's responsible to produce these effects. So we're assembling the team. We're putting things together a certain way. And in that certain way, the thought energy I use now could then help propel it further. Right now, I do all these lives. There's content, but there's no diagram for you. Only my voice and me talking about it, which some people they comment, yo, I needed that. That was helpful. So I'm motivated to continue. But at the same time, if you sick or your processes are sick, and then you're constantly trying to help people with their processes, eventually you're going to succumb to the sickness and you can't even help them no more because you wasn't helping yourself enough. So I'm in the process of making sure Major is set up, like all my stuff is going to be automated. Everything. And I'm not going to be touching all this stuff. My people are going to be touching it. When I do a live, it'll be me. You know, it won't be AI, like a lookalike Major or clone or something. No, I'm going to still be doing my lives. But all the other processes that keep me over here, tied up over there, tied up over, all that stuff is going to be automated. It's going to be working through the system. I'll take a look at everything on the computer. I'll know everything's in place. And then I got more time to go help people. So that's what I'm doing right now. That's why you ain't heard too much from me. People are like, man, you got to keep doing them videos or you're going to lose your channel. You know, you got to do like 3 a week. Well, you know, if I don't have energy for it, I ain't doing it. I'm making money with YouTube doesn't pay me. I get a couple of bucks a month. That's nothing. I mean, I do it for the exchange of energy, to be honest, and what I can assist people with. And then when people appreciate it, then that refuels me. I'm good right there. Like if that's what I do here, that's what I do. I'm good with that. I don't make my money off of YouTube. You know, I'm sure it's a mechanism to do that. You can do a lot with it. But I just don't want one entity controlling what I can do and how I can do it, because I built up all this monetization. Now, when they slap something on you, you better do what we say or we're going to cut your stuff off. I ain't going to get in that position. That's for sure. I worked too hard all these years to get what I got. YouTube wasn't around when I was pumping. YouTube wasn't even a figment in somebody's imagination when I was grinding, and I'm still grinding. So I'm not going to give all my energy over to that. That's cool for some people. I wish them well, but I'm a little more old school. Like I got 7 or 8 ways that money coming in. Okay. And so, if 4 out of the 7 get hit, I still got 3. You know, if 2 get hit, I still got the other 5 chumming, you know, they pumping. If 6 get hit, I still got 1. I got to go create another one, but I'm still in the race. I'm still here. So that's why my content comes out like this, because I don't make money off of this. So I'm not trying to really sell you necessarily. I'll tell y'all about my website, what I'm doing, blah, 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 blah. But I ain't trying to close a deal on you either. If you want to close a deal with me, you interested in real estate in Vietnam, relocating and all that stuff, let's talk. Hit me on the message thing. Hit me on the major@protonmail.com email. And if you want to exchange some stuff like that. But when this new stuff gets set up, you buckle your seats up. We about to launch. And SpaceX ain't got nothing on me. I'm about to Major X. I'm about to launch to the next stratosphere, hemisphere, stratosphere, whatever you want to call it. We launching soon. So got the launch platform going up. The rocket been built, but without the proper platform, your rocket ain't worth that much. You get it? It's just go fly off wherever it go. You know, hope for the best kind of thing. But anyway, let me check out some of y'all's comments. Thanks, Miss C. Marie, for throwing up the VIP Luxury Vietnam. This website, if y'all go visit it, this is just it's a landing page. The real site will have travel accommodations to villas, seaside villas around Vietnam, everywhere. Like everywhere you go, you're gonna have access to villas, apartments, long-term, short-term, vacation travel planning, luxury vacation travel planning, not just travel stuff. If you just want to come here and backpack it out, y'all can do that by yourself. But if you want the luxury side of things where you don't, you just enjoy everything, the whole essence of it, that's what this website will do. It'll have luxury vehicles on there, Bentleys, Rolls Royce Phantoms, all kinds of stuff in Vietnam, stuff that's for sale. And yes, foreigners can own real estate in Vietnam. You can only do it for 50 years. A lot of people, no, that doesn't work for me. I want to own it. You don't own nothing anyway. You got access to it. So if you already 50 and then you think you're going to be still kicking 50 years later, then, maybe you don't want to do it, but you can heir it to your children. You can heir it to another foreigner. Once a foreigner purchases in Vietnam, they can't sell that to a Vietnamese person. It has to be sold to another foreigner. If you don't, then it goes back to the government. That's how that works. But you need a place, where you can invest some funds so it doesn't get eaten up by taxes. I'm available for that too. We got a lot of high-end assets here that you can invest in that make residual income, and then you still got your capital invested in something, hard asset. There's all kinds of stuff going on over here. But once that site gets up, you'll be able to go in there and get all this data. I won't be talking about it like this. You'll go on the site and you'll click this link, investments, Vietnam investment. You're going to click exotic luxury vehicles. You're going to click vacation villas, apartments, all this stuff, resorts, so on and so forth. You'll be able to access all that information. We'll be shooting some video on the best 5-star restaurants in Saigon. Eventually we'll go to Hanoi, Nha Trang. We'll go all over, and we're going to start capturing all the high level places that you can go experience. You might not go there every day, but on your travels here, you get to experience what it's like to be a millionaire. You get to experience what it's like to have a black Maybach Benz pick you up from the airport and get you to the hotel, stuff like that. So we're creating access for people who normally couldn't get the access, and for people who can get the access, but they don't know how to do it like we do it in America. So I'm bringing a little American sizzle, some swag to Vietnam, and even the millionaires and billionaires here want to learn how to get jiggy with it. You see what I'm saying? They want something new. So that's what we're bringing to the table with this new luxury website. But anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. Only leave great comments. I don't want no negatives, because this is Positive Energy Channel. So that's what we doing. Now lay me down to sleep, Linda. And I know that's right. Get some sleep, girl. Appreciate you guys, everybody. Braxton the Snake Fiend, Leonard DeYuda, C. Marie, as always. Shout out to Miss E. She hit me up. She's out there somewhere. She might not be on here, but she's still out there handling business. Willie Lil Pump. Appreciate all of y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here. Girl, get these gym clothes. Yo, the boy been getting buffed up. Major getting all cut up. I'm over here cutting it up. Getting that, well, might be a 2-pack, but it's gonna turn into 6 soon. You get over 50, you might get a 2-pack up here. Trying to get the other 4 down here. I don't know about the 6. I flunked kindergarten, so I can't add real good, but I got 2. Got that 2-pack popping. Getting it in, y'all. I'm getting it in. Next time y'all see me, my neck gonna be big, gonna be like looking like Nelly. I'm gonna give me a grill. Got me a grill in here. No, I'm just joking about the grill, but I'm doing the thing. Y'all be motivated. Do the same thing. Give out good energy, receive good energy, and then keep it pushing. All right. To the next. This is Major signing off for another kind of cool video. Peace, y'all. Oh, wait. Gift. What's up, my brother? I was about to push the button. Ain't heard from you for a minute. That's what's up, man. We should talk. Catch on later. Hit me up. If you're still in Dubai, we need to talk for real. Send me a message, send me an email, go to my new website and shoot me some email from there. Appreciate all of y'all. Proton Mail, major safety team at Proton Mail. Is that it? Major safety team at Proton Mail. I said protein. I'm about to go get some protein drink. ProtonMail.com. Appreciate you, C. Talk to y'all later. Hit me in the comments, y'all. Peace.